Welcome back guys, how you all doing? My name is Marx and this is episode 16. So anyone that watched my last episode will have seen the world tour, the world tour far tour that I did with Flazity, and at the end of it we built this, which I also have a time-lapse video out on the channel if you want to go and check that out. This was designed by Flazity and it is fantastic. I decided that this build would essentially be my trading guild-ish kind of place, because well, obviously there is a fantasy aspect in the world. Not quite yet, but this essentially is the start of it outside of the dwarves. So as it stands, it is just a hollow shell. There's no interior, it's dark. So I was going to start on the dwarves, but then we built this and I kind of want to give it a little bit more context to the area. So we're going to do like the immediate area around here, I think, this episode. So like docks and a few ships and things, and just some stuff that will be here coming through to give this building some relevance to here. Because this is essentially the start of the trade empire on this island, which is a whole other thing. So yeah, we're going to do the interior to an extent of this because it's huge, so we might not get it all done. And as I said, the surrounding area. And hopefully next episode we'll move on to like the dwarves and start that area. So yeah, let's crack on and get into at least the interior of this. Okay, so we've not got around to doing the docks just yet, but we've done the inside, at least some of it. Not gone all the way up because honestly it gets a little bit difficult going further up, so we've not quite got to the guild offices, the suite offices for the specific trades yet. I think that's the right wording, I'm not sure, but we have done like the entrance and the essentially like reception guild hall-esque type thing. So obviously we've got the reception desk here and all like the trades and stuff in the bookcases. Probably have some actual books there, and still oxidizing trapdoors in here. So all the tables for what is to be a restaurant, lovingly named Serve. So this is just like the restaurant area for in here, and now obviously we've got all the tables and whatnot. So this is where you come and inquire about business essentially, and come and sell your wares. And moving upstairs we have the essentially like meeting offices, so you'll have like meetings and stuff, selling your wares and making business deals. And we've got the private rooms as well, which aren't anything spectacular, I will be honest, but it was more something just to utilize the space we had rather than just leaving it as an open one. So we've got like the big lounge type one here, which you can't see each other at all. I might put those lanterns up actually. Let's see, how does that fare up there? White level's fine. Yep, actually that works better, so you can see across the table now. I have updated to, I don't know if I already said it or not, to 121.4. So it very much broke my texture pack, so I've not fully updated that just yet. I've done bits and brought some stuff in just to make do for now. One of the main things I did do was my trapdoors. These reverted back to the default oak one and they were horrendous. So I very quickly sorted those out because it's just a case of changing the texture. But my god, it was so bad when it was the normal one. It was driving me nuts. So yeah, this is just a little private office. There is going to be a big staircase here, which is sort of started, but I ran out. This is just going to be like dead space, essentially. There's not going to be anything here because I could put more of those offices in, I guess, so there's more meeting rooms, but we'll see. But it's going to go up there to the actual trade director people. So these are like the officers for the managers for the trades So like your smiths, your woodworkers, your miners, the people that look after like that kind of thing, they're going to be the heads of the departments, so to speak. And they are in the little jaunty, sticky out bits that you see from the outside. Also, we've got just the chandeliers down here as well. So it's quite simple. It's just taken a while because I didn't have an awful lot of stuff for this. So yeah, the offices are in these little bits that are in Flaz's tower design. Also, we've got all the docks and stuff to build. Yeah, so we're gonna jump back and get that done. We'll probably do that in a time lapse rather than a jump cut. So yeah, let's crack on and get the docks built, I guess. This episode's taken a little bit longer than I thought it was. And why is that, you might ask? Probably not, but in actual fact it's mainly because, well, it's partly because Christmas and trying to do texture pack stuff and, well, yeah, just things. Life happened, basically. Sure, that should be stone. But anyway, the docks are done. Stupid bats. There's a significant amount of missing ships that have yet to manage to appear, and that's partly because I don't just want to use the same one that I already have 15 million times, and I've been trying to design my own and I don't like them. Basically, they're kind of not working out right. Like, the shape that I've got over there is fine, but it's adding to it and that doesn't work. So incidentally, we have nothing here yet. So I do know what kind of ships I want where. Like, the biggest one's going to be here, which is just going to be like a trading galleon. We're just going to have some smaller merchant ships kind of along here. Maybe the odd one of the fishing boats at some point. This this dock obviously can expand. Still need to do the one over there, and we kind of had to add the second crane because obviously we've got the two here, but there's no way that either of those would reach all the way over here. So it made sense that we'd have another crane over here that could be used to lift stuff off any ships here and just plop them down somewhere around somewhere. I don't know yet. Obviously all this place needs to be developed into like warehouses for the different materials and whatnot as it comes into existence. I did make a little bit of change to the outside of this here, mainly the underside of these. I just felt it should be full, whereas before it had like open areas. I can't remember which one was the full one and which one was open, but either way it's now all full. So sorry Flaz, but I adjusted it, and I believe it's actually all oxidized now, so the copper's all oxidized, so that's all good and done. I mentioned before I updated to 1.21.4 or whatever the current version is, with the creaking and whatnot, and had a bunch of fun and games with the texture pack for that. Fences being one of them. So they are actually Vanilla Tweak's fancier fences, because I just couldn't get all of mine to work. So I thought, you know what, for now, until I can spend longer with it, that'll do. this worked fine. Like, I literally just dropped this in and works perfectly fine. Oh yeah, there's stuff under here, isn't there? I should have really drained this out. So yes, this took a while to fill all in, and it's all textured and stuff on the front, not that you can actually even see it, mind you, with the shaders on, you just see the reflection. But if we go under, we've got andesite going into stone, going into tuff as we go further down, and obviously that goes a long way down there. Probably didn't need to do it all because you can't even really see it, but I did. But unfortunately that does mean this episode is a little bit shorter than maybe some of them have been. It all took quite a while. Not that it seemed like it, but unfortunately it did. So I'm actually out of time, sad to say. I did link this up to Nether, which I keep forgetting I did. I flew over here when I came over here. But it's nothing particularly fancy. It's just a 3x3 tunnel. A recent tunnel as well, because there's still debris here. But anyway, that is actually going to be it. Oh no, that's a terrible way to end it. That's actually going to be it for today's episode, guys. So thanks for watching, sorry for the delay, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now. Bye bye.